What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to John's Junk, to another Eat Like a Man. Got this idea off of the Wolf Pit, Wolf with an E, Pit. Now he does extreme shoestring budget cooking. And this we're going to do Hoover stew, Eat Like a Man style. Right now I got a pot of noodles, 1 pound, well, 16 ounces of those guys, elbow noodles. Now ordinarily what I would use is a box of mac and cheese, but I don't keep any in the house, so I'm going to use that. I've got something to use as a substitute, which I'll show you, because I can't leave well enough alone. First thing we're going to do, dump in a can of these. That is a fawn on my skillet, and I'll show you where that came from after I do this. Oh no, he's dumping tomato stuff in cast iron. Oh no, oh no. Then we're going to dump in a can of these guys. Then I'm going to set the cooking some of that liquid off because I don't want it. Admission time, I wound up draining those because it's going to take far too long to cook off all that liquid. There's a lot more there than I thought there was. We all strew up, right? So I drained that off, getting it hotted back up. And while that's doing, I'm going to dump in a can of this. Already drained, yo. Should be enough of that. Ooh, run away. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to let this cook for just a moment or 10. I don't know. That's long enough. I just want the stuff hot. Now what I've got here is some parsley, basil, oregano, and for a laugh, black pepper, and because I'm a masochist, cayenne pepper. And I'm just going to take this good enough. It looks good, smells good. Just another minute on this stuff and our pasta's done, as is our secret ingredient. If you need me to show you how to do mac or elbow noodles, you're in the wrong spot. So I'm going to drain these. Don't rinse your noodles. There's no oil, no salt in the water, because there's a ton in that, and I'm not going to add any salt to my food. Oh, one more thing. Completely blowing the budget out of the water. 1 pound, 80/20 ground beef. Now, fellas, for the secret ingredient. This right here is some homemade Alfredo. Ooh. I got it hot. It was in the fridge in the tiny pitcher. Nice and hot. So that right there is 2 budget busters. Whatever. Now that sauce is literally just butter, flour, cream, and cheese. This is Alfredo, so it's all Italian cheeses, because that's how I do mine. You do yours, however. It's also a good mac and cheese base. You can use your mozzarella, your cheddar, whatever kind of cheese you want. You can dump in that and make that is really easy. Plenty of ways out there on the tubes already. You don't need me to show you that. If you want me to show you that, I suppose I can show you that someday. But let's get to it. We're just going to dump some of that in there. About that much. Give them a stir. And you know what? I think that was enough. You'd use a lot more if you're making... Ooh, some of my noodles stuck together. Oh well. You'd add a lot more than that if you are making a mac and cheese. But for this, that was plenty. Good enough. Now I have got this exactly where I want mine. you get yours to where you want yours. The original recipe is a stew, but since I'm using cheesy noodles, I want hardly any moisture in this. And since this is at that point, can I do this without making a big mess? I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! He's using a steel implement on cast iron. Oh no! Oh no! This is my new cast iron too, brand new. I've only had it for, run away. I've only had it for 5 years, I think. I am still in the abuse stage with this guy here. I mean, it's really annoys some people with that. You don't need to watch me do this. And there we go. I stirred it up. Didn't figure you needed to watch me mixy mash that all in there. See all my spices on my cheesy, slightly cheesy noodles. That's going to be good. I can feel it already. Now, I've blown Wolf Pit's budget right out of the water. I did make a massive vat of food. That's going to be food for me for, that's lunch for the next week and a half. Or more, I don't know. I am fortunate, like most people living in the United States, to not have issues with securing food, nutritious food to eat. If you were struggling and you were really just going for calories, you would have not drained any of the liquids out, and you would have not drained any of the fat off of that ground beef. The whole point of eating food is to get calories into your system. But everybody watching this, pretty much, that's not the case. There are a lot of people out there that can't do what I just did, or do what Wolf Pit did. That's, I don't remember exactly how much. It was like $3.47. See, I smoked that with a pound of meat. Point is, there are people struggling, and we need to be grateful for what we got. Anyway, I blew the budget. Whole point of Wolf Pit's video was to eat as cheaply as possible. That was still really cheap. Give it a try yourself. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. When I was a kid, I'd take a whole box of store brand mac and cheese, that gross powder stuff, pat of butter, cook that up, take whatever little bit of ground beef my parents would let me have, brown that up, toss in a small can of peas and a can of tomato sauce. This is a variation on that. My mother said, used to call that the Hank Schultz special, especially because there ain't nothing else in the house to eat. So I'm going to shove this down my face hole while it's still hot. Once again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Especially when there wasn't nothing in the house else. Leftover Swiss Miss from last night. Probably shouldn't have left this outside. Also, probably shouldn't have been spraying brake cleaner around it. It'll do though. It'll do.